Welcome to 70D's College Interview Series, where we ask real college students the questions that you've always wanted to ask. Make sure to check out the full interview series, link in description.
So you mentioned that some of the reasons why you chose Berkeley were the awesome CS program, as well as its proximity to home, stuff like that. And so that sounds like that in a lot of ways that Berkeley has met your expectations. So I wanted to ask you, in what ways has Berkeley missed, right? Like, in what ways has it surprised you, perhaps negatively?
Um, I was a little surprised by the exclusiveness of some of its social life. For example, if you wanted to go out at night and go to a party with your friends, it's a little harder to get in because some of Berkeley's Greek organizations are a lot more exclusive. Yeah, so that's one thing that has not met my expectations here.
Got it. That makes sense. So let's expand on that a little bit more, because kids who are in high school right now, that's a big thing for them, right? Is like, what is the party scene going to look like? What is the social life going to look like at school? So I wanted to ask you more generally, what would you say describes the social scene at UC Berkeley? So for instance, if it was an average Friday night, what would a UC Berkeley student be doing?
On an average Friday night, a UC Berkeley student, if you're a freshman, a lot of the freshmen will be going to Greek Row trying to go to a Greek life party. Some of them will succeed if they have friends in those Greek institutions, like a sorority or a frat. Some of them won't. Um, People who aren't freshmen, a lot of times on Friday nights, you'll be having kickbacks with your friends. You'll just be chilling, sometimes drinking together, but you don't really go out to as much of like the hardcore Greek party type.
That makes sense. And what would you say to high school students who are a little bit nervous about the party scene at college? Do you think that everyone at Berkeley needs to go out on the weekends, or are you able to kind of live your own life and have a different college experience?
Oh, definitely not. I know plenty of people who didn't go to parties every weekend their freshman year. Who I know friends who really enjoyed playing Smash, and so they would play Smash together on Friday nights, or other video games, or even board games. Yeah, so
So what would you say to the average high school student who maybe isn't looking for a party scene in college, right? Like maybe they're a little bit nervous about that. So in what ways do you think Berkeley is accommodating of those students?
going to parties every weekend is definitely not something that everyone does. Even in their freshman year, I know plenty of people who they prefer playing video games or board games, and that's what their weekends and Friday nights consisted of. In the dorm social rooms, hanging out with friends, playing Smash, or playing League of Legends or other video games like that.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's super wholesome. And that I'm sure that's really kind of comforting for a lot of students to hear.